We are live. We have just witnessed Arsenal beat Man United 3-1. What a game. Crazy end to the game. Fantastic game. Rice baby all the way. Where's the people that said that you can't score now, people? Where's the people that said they can't score? But I'm pretty sure. You are not the person I was expecting backstage.
I've accidentally come on the wrong link. Fuck you. All right, I'm not in the mood. Fuck you, Bobby. We got robbed. We got robbed. I don't know. I got the wrong stream. I love you, Bobby. Well done with the 3 points. But you robbed us. You robbed us, man. I'm out of here, man. See you later.
I love you, Monday.
I love you too. Thank you. Now, well done. Well done.
Thank you, mate. You can't write it. You can't write it. As you know, we are sister channels with the Man United agenda, and they've just joined the wrong stream. You can't make it up. That satisfied, smug feeling you get when you win, when usually it would have gone all wrong, but the boys rallied and pulled out a win against the main competitor. I have that feeling. Robbed Amondi. Great cameo. I know. Absolutely fantastic to see Amondi jump into the wrong stream. Hilarious. Got Daymos here. How are we doing, Daymos?
How you doing, man?
Yeah, not too bad. First time meeting you. I spend most of my time with your brother.
Yeah, of course.
How you doing?
One sec. Just sort out my volume. How you feeling?
Mate. I've just finished doing the watch along, so I'm still like buzzing at the moment. I don't know if you've just seen, but Amondi has just jumped in the wrong stream, came in, I put him in, and just told us to fuck off, basically.
Oh, wait, what time are we going live?
We're live now, mate.
How you doing, everyone?
Yeah.
A glorious day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Buzzing. Tony's buzzing. See how we played once Havertz left the pitch. I'm not going to put too much blame on just Havertz. There was a few errors from a few players. We got it together. And yeah, we played well in the end. I was ready to call off the season, says Tony. And big up to you, DJ, from Geeks of Muckleby. I am meant to be being joined by your brother as well. I know Brenny's meant to be joining me. But what did you think of the game, Daymos? Or can Daymos not hear me? Uh-oh.
Why is it so silent? Sorry, lads. Okay.
No, it's all right. Don't worry, mate.
Okay, yeah, you were asking. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, what did you think of the game?
I thought, to be honest, we controlled it pretty well in the sense of we had most of the possession. I thought we was controlling it, but then, as you saw, they had a couple of breaks and they caused trouble. So fair play to United for how they set themselves up. But overall, I felt, like, for example, when it was the very end and they scored that offside goal, I thought, you know what? I felt hard done by, as I felt we didn't deserve to come out with no points.
Yeah.
But I was ready to put my hands up, say fair play to them. They put their chances away because there was a few chances we had. Havertz had one, and Saka's was kind of unlucky because it came at pace.
Yeah.
But someone said, sorry, I'm just waffling. Someone said somewhere that Man City, that's the difference between us and City, because certain teams like that will put those chances away. So, but you know what? We did it, man. So we needed to win this, regardless of whatever else is going on everywhere else. So I'm just proud of the team, man. Kept going.
Well, exactly, and this is the thing. That's the difference with what Arteta has done. The mentality of our players: we don't give up. We never give up, even when. And I knew Cole would be in the chat again, cheating out the game. You weren't, mate. It was offside. The lines were drawn. He was offside. And, you know, to be fair, that penalty was weak for us. So
it was.
I'm chill about that. But as for the foul for the second goal, I didn't see a foul for the Rice goal, if I'm honest.
I don't remember seeing that.
No.
I'll have to look back on the replay.
Checking. Yeah, I didn't see it. So Cole Moore, I have to check the game back, but I didn't personally see it. I'm going to wait for your brother because I know your brother should be around at some point. He normally is.
What did you think about Saka's yellow?
Yeah, to be fair, unlucky. It was, yes, he hit him in the just above his ankle, but Saka knew nothing about it because he was being challenged by someone else.
He was getting pulled
and
down,
Bruno
and he
just
was
happened to be there.
Yeah, and he was trying to get the ball. When you get pulled down, you're trying to get the ball of whatever, salvage whatever you can. That's what happened.
Yeah.
To be honest, it's fair. As long as he didn't get a red, we got a free kick to show that he got fouled. So it's a really bizarre one, but I guess it's fair overall.
Yeah,
when you look at it.
Gig saying here, I felt we have not going this season. That will be a great one for the team to
100%.
Oh yeah, that was the best second half performance I've seen all season. I know It's only 4 games, but that second half performance is the best one I've seen from us so far. The first half we were poor, if I'm honest. That was awful. Never offside, says Cole, and Royce Cole. There's a foul. Eve Evans was being pulled all over. I'll have to look it back at the Evans one. I honestly didn't see it. Saka is one of the most foul players in the Prem, yet he picks up more cards than the players that foul him. A true stat. Yes, that is unfortunately a true stat. Strikers' advantages this season, my arse. Same old shite by refs. Sorry, Cole. I know you've had a few beers because I know you're in a pub at the moment, Cole. So I'm sure you'll come back to me later when you've had less alcohol. But now the dreaded international break after that great Leyland win. And here is your brother. Let's wait to make sure his camera was working. There he is. Wearing the Arsenal. Hello, Paul, brother.
Hey.
Look at that.
How you doing, big brother?
Hey, what's up?
Let's see. It's a family occasion
it's
now.
Brother and it's pod brother. It is pod brother and blood brother. Hey,
yeah, we're all brothers.
Wow, sorry about that. So I was late. I mean, wow.
No. Honestly, mate, it's all right. I was going to go live no matter what. I did say I want to go live straight after the game. What did you think of the game, though, Bren?
Of course, yeah. That was a cagey affair, wasn't it? At first, I mean, I thought I love. Hey, Luke. I just, you know what? It was in the end. My prediction came true, and in the end, it was for a neutral. It was a nail biter.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was good for neutrals, but it was a nail biter for us. I thought in the end it was the right result, to be honest.
Yeah, you're spot on. The first half we were awful. I'll be honest.
It was definitely the right result.
The possession that United were getting was ridiculous. The first half, why give the away team so much possession like that is ridiculous. So I'm glad that Arteta changed it tactically at half time. We bossed the possession. Zinchenko came in more into midfield, which was much better from us. But overall, do you both feel that we deserve the result? I'll start with you, Brenny, first.
Yeah, did you say Brendan or Damien?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, we'll start with Brenny first. Sorry.
Yeah, go on, Ben.
I mean, I do. I do. I thought yes. I thought we deserved the results. I mean, we stepped up a bit in that second half. We did, and I just thought in the first half there were times where we were looking at times very sloppy, giving the ball away as well. And I thought second half we definitely stepped it up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Now, Daymos, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, I was saying earlier, I felt overall, when you look at the match overall, I felt we deserved the result that we got. Obviously, 3-1, we know how it goes. It was, that happens when the team's chasing to catch up. So it's not like we battered them, but we got the win and I felt we deserved it.
Yeah. Going into the stats here. So over the whole 90 minutes, we did actually get more possession in the end, 55%, 45 for United. But I know the first half, it was 45 for Arsenal and 55 for United. So I'm glad we switched the possession stats over because if we carried on the way that we did the first half, I would worry about us. We've had 5 shots on target, 17 shots in total for Arsenal, 10 shots for United, 2 on target for United. The corners, 12 for Arsenal, 3 for United. And thankfully, with the final corner of the game, we score. And to be honest, I'm so happy for Declan because Declan gets so much stick about not scoring goals, and he's got such an important goal today.
What a goal.
It wasn't the greatest finish, but Onana, he made a fumble himself. But I'm just so happy. But Daymos, talking about Declan, how well was he? How good was he today?
Nah, he was really good, man. I was really happy with his performance. He's kind of been consistent, to be honest. We know what we're getting with that sort of player. It's funny because he's allowed to not score, but then obviously you got other players. I'm not going to name them yet, but they're not allowed to not score. And again, I'm not defending those players because they were awful today. But we'll get into that another point.
Yes, we definitely will. Brenny, what about you with Mr. Rice Baby?
Yeah, he's getting. We knew all about him anyway. What a quality player he is. He can get to. He's one of those. He can get to the world class level. He deserved his goal today because he works ever so hard. I think he'd only maybe lost possession once. It's not something that he does very often, and he's very good when he has the ball. And he's very good when he's off the ball, especially when we're getting hit on the counter attack. With his defensive duties, that I've been impressed with, very impressed with. And like he said, I know he's talking right now. We'll look at it later on, but he just wants to, he wants to improve all the time. And I think that's the thing with most players. They want to improve, they want to get better, And I feel he will get there. I mean, he's already doing bits for us now. But I thought today his performance middle part was ever so important for me. Brilliant today. He deserved his goal.
Yeah,
if there was one player wanted to score the winning goal of the day, it was him.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, talking about the third here, Luke. I love that composure. Yeah, honestly, the composure But again, I've got to say, brilliant pass by Fabio Vieira. Brilliant, because if it wasn't for the amount of power behind that ball, it probably wouldn't have got through to Jesus enough. And Jesus' composure as well, because obviously the defender came back and he had to get it from under his feet, and he scores. It's just honestly, it's made me smile. Man. I was starting to really hate the game about the 90th minute. I was like, this is rubbish now, but it's finished lovely.
Same here.
I honestly, obviously, you all know I do the watch along, so I constantly have to watch Arsenal whilst being seen by everybody. Yeah. And I try and keep my words as clean as possible. But yeah, I did lose it a little bit today, if I'm honest. He left the sons of children lying in green pastures. Big up to Temiola. Jesus would not be denied today. Yeah. Look, let's talk about the actual team that Arteta picked today. So this was the team. Let's take that off so you can actually see it. So we went for Ramsdale in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Rice, Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Eddie, Daymos, because your brother always does the previews, so he always talks about lineups. Daymos, what did you think of this lineup when it was announced today?
Okay, so we know we lost Partey, but I was so happy to see our defensive line exactly as we all most fans want it like this, because this is the four that made us unbeaten for most of the season last year.
Yeah.
But no, I was happy with that. I was happy with all of it. Right, Havertz is there. We know he's there. He's not going nowhere. But the front three, didn't have no problems with that. I love Trossard, but I didn't have a problem with the front three. It was Eddie worked so hard, and I felt that he deserved something today as well, because his work rate. And I don't mean just working hard for no reason. He was working hard, winning the ball back and just getting in the way, doing stuff. So I was really proud of his performance. I like Eddie. Martinelli was crazy on fire today, wasn't he? And Saka was a little bit quiet, but he was still causing problems. But yeah, overall, I was happy with the formation.
No, fair enough. Brenny, I'm going to ask you the same question. What did you think of the lineup, mate?
When I thought the lineup, I thought I wouldn't have started with Havertz in the number 8. I would have had Declan Rice in the number 8, and I would have brought Jorginho in today because I like him, and he. I mean, we know it's a long season. We're in 4 competitions. Jorginho will get minutes. He'll get games. Not minutes. He'll get games, and I thought I looked at it and I wasn't the front three. I thought, yeah, it's like I said yesterday. Eddie deserved to start.
Yeah.
I thought, give him that his first call up as well. You always get it's a nice
Buzzing.
buzz called up. To the seniors for the first time. You know what I mean? So that would help as well. And like Daymos said, he worked hard today. He deserved the goal.
Yeah.
But and Martinelli as well. Yeah, he did well today. But his corners weren't, not all of his corners were the greatest today. But he worked very hard too. So, but more importantly, it was seeing that back five again. I like seeing that back five again, and the White and Saka partnership was back on again. And obviously, Zinchenko and Martinelli have a good relationship, good understanding on that left hand side, and that is, and it's not just about systems as well. Formation this season. What's going to be important for us this season is the partnerships, like we had last season, and we can continue. We can continue this partnership. They can blossom even more.
Yeah,
and you've also got Odegaard and Rice as well in the middle, and they're blossoming also. Havertz, there was a couple of things I liked what he did today, but he should have finished his first half.
Yeah,
but we kind of feeling that would have been the team, to be honest, because we knew that Havertz would start, and the manager is showing faith in him.
Yeah. True, because Luke's saying here, I do think Fabio deserves a start now. I think when we did the preview yesterday, Brenny, a lot of people did go for Fabio in the number 8, and I think he would have been fine in it. But do you think that Arteta will continuously just pick Havertz until his performance is so poor that he just can't play him? Is that what you feel will happen now?
Oh, 100% that will happen.
Yeah.
That will happen. I can see that happening. You see, with Fabio, for me, when he comes off the bench, he's just. At times when he came off the bench last season, it was like, he was like, nah. This season, I don't know what it is, but I know for some players they can take 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
To bed into the side, but Vieira, I wouldn't be surprised if he was to start our next game, Everton away. To be honest, plays Havertz, and the way the last couple of games, the attitude that he's shown, I wouldn't back down from that.
Yeah.
But,
what about you, Daymos? Oh, sorry, mate.
No, sorry, but then no. Yeah, just to summarize, I mean, when we saw the bench today, I mean, with what's going on, it's just a question of when are we going to see Emile Smith-Rowe?
Yeah, true. What about you, Daymos?
Yeah.
Do you think that Arteta will just continuously keep with Havertz?
I would say yes, but then he's a stats man, isn't it? He might look at, okay, how do we perform in the last 10, 15 minutes? What team did we have? So he might look at the team that was there and think, do you know what? This is me being hopeful. He might look at how we played with the players that we had and thought, you know what, I might start with those more. Do you know what? Quick one about Jesus. I like the way that he actually lost the ball when they scored the offside goal. I thought, he's new, he's just come back, he's a bit rusty kind of thing. But the way he took his goal, that's the class he is, and it'll keep his confidence up. Because you don't want to finish a game where you've passed and they've scored. Do you know what I mean? That will kill anyone's confidence. So I'm glad that Jesus is looking fresh, and hopefully we'll see more of that. But Reece was really fresh. He looked good a couple times, but his energy was good. I was happy with him. And as you were saying about Vieira, you're right, Brendan. Last season, I wasn't a big fan. I thought he's a lightweight. He's taking his time to make any impact. This season, every time he comes on, he's really looking good. So if we were to start with him, to be honest, he's earned more right to start than Havertz, to be honest. Havertz had just walked in because of his price tag, and I think that's not fair. But Vieira has earned a chance, I think. Or if he continues as he is, he definitely needs to get a chance to start at some point. And as for Emile, I feel for him because before he got injured, he scored. Remember, him, Saka, Martinelli were getting like 9-10 goals each or whatever. Then he was injured, and he's not got looking again. So, be interesting to see what happens there. But I've got a feeling it's not going to end well.
No, it's not. Right. that's the game. Obviously, we won 3-1, and the agenda are going to probably hide for a while. So let's get on to the ratings. Daymos, because this is the first time I met you, I'm going to let you go first, and we're going to let you start with Ramsdale.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Have we not been on the show together?
I don't believe so. I obviously know you. I know who you are.
Yeah.
But
We may have been on one show a long time ago, but either way, it's fresh. It's new season, man. I'm happy to be here. But yeah, so who you talking about, Ramsdale?
Yeah, Ramsdale. Rating for him, please.
It's always hard to start. I'm going to give him a He didn't make major saves, but he was there, you know, and he did well. He was in the right positions. Yeah. I'm going to give him an 8 because we didn't lose, and I'll just give him an 8.
Okay. Brenny, I'm going to give you the right back, Mr. White.
For me, he gets a solid 7. I thought he just got better as the game grew. Definitely.
Fair enough. So Daymos, you're going to get Saliba.
He's they call him the Rolls Royce, isn't it? I'm going to give him an 8 as well because he was solid. Every time he was there was lots of times where he drifted to the right, I think, and he kept whoever was there. It was usually Martial or I think it was Rashford a few times. He kept them busy. I was a bit worried because I saw he was drifted out and I thought, shit, we've got no one in the middle. But then we had Gabriel in the middle to kind of look after that position. So it was really good the way they was working together. And then when things calmed down, I saw him pointing. Both of them were saying, "Get back to your whoever's the right back or left back, get back to your position." And they was reshaping. So the way they were working together, I was really happy. But yeah, I'll give him an 8. Sorry.
No worries. I just want to say big up to Mboko Rogerus. Yay, Arsenal, the big Lions. I saw your comment in there. I had to put it up there because it's just lovely to see someone so excited as well. Because it has the game today. Up until the 95th minute was quite annoying. And then it just erupted into amazingness. Right, Brenny, you're going to get Gabriel, mate.
Oh, yeah. Gabriel. Thought he did really well today for his first start of the season. I'm going to give him a solid 7 today. And I thought he held his own against Whelan when he came on as well. Yeah. We did very well today.
Daymos, you get Cine.
I'm consistent with the 8. The reason why is I felt, apart from the 2 chances that United had where they were through, I felt we nullified them to a certain degree. They had possession, but they weren't looking like they were going to cause trouble. Again, there were a few moments, but overall, I felt kind of confident. But I'm going to give him 7.5, maybe.
Okay. I'm going to allow you 7.5 because it's the first time we've met, really. I don't do halves, but right. I'll allow it. Do
you know what? I'll give him a straight 8 for this one because at the end of the day, he battled with the team, man. And we got that result.
Brady's smiling because he knows I don't do halves. I just
don't cool.
do it. Just weird. Declan Rice for you, Brenny.
You know what? That man gets a 9 today. It's not just about the goal. It's just his all-round performance. You know, he just bosses a midfield. You know what I mean? I thought we won that midfield battle today. You know what I mean? Comfortable in everything that he did. I mean, you know, and he's the kind of person that if he loses possession, he'll do his utmost to win it back. And his distribution today, I thought was fantastic. You know, and well deserved. And he's truly at home at the Emirates. So he gets a 9. He was brilliant. He was outstanding.
Brilliant stuff. Daymos, you're going to get Havertz.
To be honest, he was trying hard. He was getting around a few misplaced passes, and he missed that chance. So I feel bad because I want him to blossom and become a beast. That's what I want.
I think we all do. That's the thing.
I know.
We all do.
The thing is, I was so busy studying the things he missed and the blatant things he did. I didn't get to see if he did any off the ball stuff. So 6 is in my mind at the moment. I'm gonna give him a 6. If he did more, please let me know. But that's what I generally got.
But this is the thing that obviously he made 2 big errors today. Let's be honest, he hit the air for that shot, whatever that was. It happens. But then Saliba slipped over. Martinelli did a weird thing as well.
Of course.
And other people had errors today, but the only people that I guarantee on Twitter right now, the only person that's being picked on, is Havertz. But other players made errors today, and I will always stick up to Havertz because he wears the Arsenal shirt.
Yeah, he's one of us,
and
man.
Brenny knows the only player I will never stick up for at Arsenal, and he's no longer here. His name's Chris Kwamia. I can't stand him. This is the only player. But if you wear the Arsenal shirt, I will back you up. And
I want him to blossom, man. So,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 for Havertz, not a problem. Brenny, you get Odegaard.
Right. Well, I can't say what I'm drinking because of copyright purposes. So I'm going to say I'm drinking Captain Odegaard. Yeah, it's Captain Odegaard rum. That's what I've got right here. Yeah. That man will get he gets an 8 today. I mean, he always wanted the ball. He's the man you go to who can thread those important passes. He deserved his goal today as well. And yeah, I thought he was fantastic today. He gets a solid 8 for me.
Brilliant stuff. Guys, I will get through the comments shortly. I just want to get through these ratings and then I'll go for the comments, I promise. So, Daymos, you're going to get Saka.
I give Saka again. I said it earlier. He likes to cut in and have a shot. I don't think he even got a shot. Did he on target? Did he?
I don't think he took so. There's a lot of blocks. There was a lot blocked today.
A lot of blocks, but he did working.
He had one on target day, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think
so. Not saying he played bad. He didn't get to play how he normally likes to play, or the way we normally see him play. I'll give him a 7, only because he was unable to do the things we know he can do, but he didn't necessarily play bad. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Right, I'm going to give Brenny Martinelli.
Oh, Martinelli. Apart from, I know some of his corners weren't the greatest, but forget that. He was winning that battle with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I thought sometimes he won battles where he won a lot of corners with him as well. You know, got a lot of change out of him. You know, and for me, I'd give him an 8 because he's just Mr. Consistent for me. It's like he's having a lot. Say if you include it up to the end of last season, he's having more better games than nightmares. So, you know, he's very consistent for me. And yeah, 8.
Excellent stuff. So, Daymos, you get Eddie.
I was happy with his performance and how he was getting about. So I mean, he didn't score, but I'm gonna give him an 8 because I just liked his energy. He's just missing a goal, but that's what I'm gonna give him.
Yeah, fair enough. Right, before I go through the subs, because we did make 5, I'm going to go through some of the comments because I know Moss has been in here doing ratings as well. I'm going to ignore this one, Moss, because I know you did update it to 8. So well done, Moss. I don't know what it is. I've just got an OCD problem with halves. It really does me head in. It's either a 7 or an 8. You can't have a 7.5. Saliba 8, Gabriel 8, Cine 7, Rice 9. Big up to Geeks for saying this. Great show, guys. Everyone hit the like and subscribe. This is a channel worth supporting. Thank you very much, Geeks. Really appreciate your support as always. Please also go and subscribe to Geeks and Mockleby as well. I know who will be back doing some reaction videos soon. So, yeah, please go and support him as well. Odegaard gets an 8. Havertz gets a 6. Saka gets a 6 from Moss. I think it's a bit harsh, but I do get it. I get it. Draw was fair result, but who cares? I hate United. Glad you won. Big up to Chris. For people that don't know, he's a Liverpool fan and a Carlisle fan. Martinelli gets an 8. Havertz is being played out of position. 100% agree.
Yeah, he's not an 8. He's not an 8.
No, never. Havertz is being played out of position, and it shows how awkward he looks. He's an attacking midfielder. He's not an 8. So there we go. Eddie, a 7. Jesus or Moss, 8.5. Just annoys me. I don't know why has he got the 8.5 for Jesus. Anyway, Tommy did good 7. Fabio 2. Gunners for life says okay. Jeffrey, big up to you. I know you've done something here, but unfortunately from my end, it comes up hand purple blue piece. I have no idea what emoji that is, so I hope it looks good. United fans are actually blaming Maguire and Ev's absolute nonsense. I'm sorry, but if I was a United fan and I saw Maguire and Johnny Evans coming on, I'd cry. I literally would cry at those two.
Oh,
subs
can I say
coming up.
something quickly?
Yes, Daymos.
My daughter's friend, or sort of little boyfriend, whatever you call him, he's cool. But he came, he's a United fan, and he was watching the game here. And I don't watch games with United fans, because the last time I did was when Rooney dived to break out unbeaten run. You know that game. So,
Yeah.
but luckily broke the mold, broke the curse, so it's all good.
That's awesome. Big up to Abu Bakar. So great game, Gunners. However, Arteta must be careful with Kai Havertz. His downfall hinges on him. Why bench Fabio Trossard and condones the mess of Kai? Look, we can all agree with that kind of situation with Kai. Let's see what happens against Everton in 2 weeks. I think Fabio deserves a chance, and I also think Smith Rowe deserves a chance. And Kai, we need to find a way that we can play to his strengths. We're not playing to his strengths right now. Egghead is making some disgraceful comments on Sky Sports, claiming we don't deserve to win the game.
Which Egghead?
Wow, that would be Ten Hag.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, unbelievable. I haven't watched the comments. I'm not going to bother.
That's not like a United manager to say that, because
no
way.
Of course.
You know.
But is a serious fan saying Garnacho's goal was onside. I saw the lines; it looked offside to me. We trust those lines, but Havertz should have had a penalty. It all balances out.
I'm
at
not
the end.
sure about
exactly.
that pen.
Well, what I'm surprised with is because it was given. I'm surprised it was then overturned. Normally, do you know if it wasn't given, I don't think it would have been given in the first place. But because it was given, I was surprised that it was overturned.
I thought they can't go back on certain things. I don't know.
Yeah. I've seen them ones given before.
Yeah,
exactly. I've seen worse. Do you know what I mean?
VAR check.
Thank goodness no Nacho, man. Well, yeah, it was offside, so it doesn't matter. We move on. United missed a trick by not signing a young centre-back and getting Garnacho on earlier. Also, Palestri should have started instead of Anthony. Well, it's, United were decent first half. They were the same team I've watched all season so far in the second half. So it is what it is. Let's move on to the subs. Obviously, Eddie came off for Jesus in the 76th minute. So I'm going to give... Who marked Eddie? Was that you, Daymos?
I did, yeah.
So, Brenny, you get Jesus to mark.
Oh, he gets an 8. The impact he had was just in that short space of time was ridiculous. He was, and what a finish as well. He was just industrious. He was just industrious. He worked hard. It was just Jesus. He's back.
Yeah,
it's good to see him back.
Yeah,
yeah, it was good to see him back. He look, I love Eddie, but Jesus, there is a big drop off, and we've said this about this, Brenny, haven't we? Quite a few times. There is quite a big drop off, and it's a visible drop off from Jesus to Eddie. But Eddie's done brilliantly this season so far. But Jesus coming on just excited me.
But I think just to say about the both of them, right? For me, I'll be happy if both of them can at least reach 15 to 20 goals in all competitions. That's when you know we're serious as well.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We can score goals from all over the pitch, but if I want to see that from both of them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally agree. Let's move on to the next substitution. Zinchenko came off for Tomiyasu. So Daymos, Tommy.
Hey, Tommy was getting about. I was really happy with him. I actually forgot. This sounds wrong. I actually forgot he was back from his suspension. So when he came on, I was like, oh shit. He's looking really, really fresh. I'd say 7 or 8. I was gonna say 7.5. I'll give him a 7 because he was getting about and working with everyone pretty well, trying to find that goal, trying to find that. I'll give him a 7.
Totally agree. And then Fabio Vieira for you, Brenny.
He gets a solid 7. I thought he made an impact just like he did with the Fulham game last week. It was the work rate he was putting in, always going forward, always looking for that pass, And he's improved for me. I mean, he looks stronger as well.
Yeah,
I hope that those bags of Maltesers have really helped him because he's just light. You know what I mean? It's just wow. So 7 for me.
Brilliant stuff. Let's move on to the next player. Nelson came on. We're just going to talk about Nelson. We're not going to give him a rating because I don't think that's fair because it was only about 11 minutes. But now, Daymos, and you did mention earlier about how Nelson came on and looked fresh, and I totally agree. But do you think that he is? What do you think his role is going to be this season?
The thing is, probably the same bit part role. Come on now and then. However, when he has come on, he's looked. And I'm not talking about that game where he scored that winner. That was great, but he's looked okay. He's got footwork. He's got techers, as they call it. He doesn't look out of place when he comes on. So there's going to be a point of time where we're going to, he's going to start asking questions, and he may want to move on. But for now, he looks happy. He looks okay with coming on, doing his job because he tries hard. So that's as far as I see it going. I don't know if there's going to be any other chance for him to actually come on. I don't think he's going to be a starter at all. But yeah, it's one of those ones.
Yeah, fair enough. Just to go through the last substitution, it was obviously in the 98th minute. So honestly, we're not going to even talk about Jorginho because I don't know if anyone even noticed him on. But look, this is going to be his role this season. He's going to come on, play bit parts. It's not going to be a big part. He might be the big cover for Partey if Partey is out for a long time. We've got to wait and see about that. There's a lot of different stories exactly how long he's out for. There's talk of it being a grade 3 groin injury. There's also talk that the Ghana medical team are going to keep an eye on Partey, thinking that they could be calling him up anyway. So we've got to wait and see. Big up to Tot Riak Maha. Congratulations for work. Well done, my guys. I'm really proud of that result. I knew before you will make it. Big up to you, mate. So, let's quickly talk about Arteta because I do need to talk about him. And the reason I'm going to talk about him is he actually made some tactical changes today, which are visible. So first half, you could see it wasn't going well. Second half, changed it. Waited until the 76th minute to make a substitution. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans were calling for an earlier substitution. So, Daymos, how would you rate Arteta's performance as a manager today?
It's always hard to let's say that goal that they scored in the last minute was a goal. Would people's opinions change drastically on his overall management style? So when I was watching it, I thought I understood why he didn't bring anyone on, because it was kind of tight and maybe he thought we could edge it and maybe get something out of it. So I understand why he didn't make a sub. Because it can be risky. But then when he made 3 subs, I noticed United were going for it because they probably thought, you know what, Arsenal are all over the place now. Do you know what I mean? Let's try and get them. So, I mean, I haven't really got an opinion. This is one of them ones where I just watched it and I thought, okay, you're the manager, you make the choices and I'll see what happens. Thankfully, it came off in this game. But I wouldn't say it was bad. It was just the subs were good. The subs were good because I think we did need to change those players to get an injection of pace and everything. So
you're happy. Brenny, what about you?
You'll always get from Daymos some positive answers for any manager. That's my bro. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter who the manager is. Manager is football club. It's all good.
If they do a stinker, they're getting told. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, go on.
Yeah. But you're more lenient than I am over the years as an Arsenal fan. But,
no, I'm not happy with the Havertz thing, but he's there. So it's like, I didn't even moan about that because it's like it's set in stone. That's going to be us for the season. So I didn't even mention that. But that's what I would have started with. But anyway, keep going.
No, I know. I'm glad what he did today. What it is with him, I've not been happy with him trying to the way he's brought Havertz in. I mean, I haven't had an incredible I haven't had a meltdown or anything like that. But it's like, you still get those that will call for his head regardless. When it comes to the inverted scenario, I mean, I know we tried it towards the end of the season, and against Forest, we were all over the place.
Yeah.
Today, we look like a back five. Yes. And Zinchenko does what he normally does, and he did it well today, and there was cover as well. So he'd also get back on the left hand side. So I never saw him get exposed as such. And for me, Arteta got it right today. He got it right. And for me, I still think we should do what we were doing a year ago, because all it is now, I've said already. I think you both heard me say this. Daymos, when we speak off camera, is, when it comes to say, well, it's not about, there is, I mean, we want the guys to be consistent, but more importantly, we just want them to be mentally stronger than they were last season. And that's the point. And I feel we can still win the league this season if we get over that mental barrier, or if we get 4 points off City. I think it can be done. We can. I think we can challenge again this year, and we're unbeaten, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
So but I feel if what Arteta's done, what for me, I know Timber. Everyone was saying Timber was the our signing of the summer and that, and to a point, I get that. It's a shame he's injured, but for me, when you look at it, even if Timber was fit and playing, I would look at it now and think, well, Declan Rice was the one, because he's such a mentally strong character.
Yeah.
And that's someone that can help carry us over the line, in the big games. He's a big game player. So, you know what I mean? I didn't mean to waffle on too much, but Arteta did get it right. He got it right today. And now he's got another challenge as well in a couple of weeks, where he's got to go and win at Goodison Park for the first time.
Yes. That is going to be where we show our true character for me. Everton are poor, like poor.
They are.
They're probably the worst team in the Premier League right now. They're awful. So if we don't go there and absolutely tear them a new one, and you know what I'm on about here, Brenny, like getting 5-6-0. Annihilate them.
That's what I want to see. I want to see that, and we did that, didn't we? The last time we beat Everton, when it was Koeman in charge, and they were so poor to the point where I couldn't believe. I think they even went a goal up. I think we beat them 5-2 that day. We annihilated them. We could have had more goals. That's what I want to see in a couple of weeks. Yeah,
we've got to see it. And then after that will be our first Champions League game as well. I believe it's at home to PSV.
I haven't seen the fixtures yet for the Champions League.
Tony shared it in our group WhatsApp, so that's how I remembered, because the RC Lon is the game 3 and game 4. We'll be playing our first game against PSV in the Champions League. I think is the Wednesday or the Tuesday after the Everton game. So let's get into some of these comments before we wrap this up. So-called title contenders were relying on defensive football and counter-attacks to win. Man United, once they've got Amrabat in their team, I guarantee they'll look very different. I think Amrabat is a very good signing for them, and they could have done with him today. Look, we did the preview yesterday. United have got a lot of players missing, in fairness to be United, but it wasn't a very weak team. And that Højlund, he looks tough to play against, but that's about it. He looks tough to play against, but that's it. There's nothing more about him. I've done a missing man profile on Bruno Fernandes for every good game he goes missing, which is all of them. Big up to Chris. My Lucky Rocky pin badge that my son brought me has done it again. Big up to you, Tony. We need awareness for missing men like Bruno Fernandes. Bring him home safely. Chris, you are cracking me up. My OCD now requires you to have your Lucky Rocky pin badge for every game now, Tony. Yes, 100%. Important. In fact, Arsenal are winning games without playing well is a positive sign. Form we need to start coming when it really exactly. Look, we haven't played the whole 90 minutes. We've not played one game well for the whole 90 minutes yet, and we're still on 10 points. So it's not too bad. And obviously today was a big one against United. Big up Bobby, Brenny, and Daymos. What a effing game, and what a player Declan Rice is. Generational, says James.
Yeah.
His favourite word when it comes to Declan. I think the last time we won at Goodison, we had Ozil and Sanchez. Oh, jeez. Arteta needs to set the team to win. Obviously, I feel he has taken the predictable label from last season to heart and is trying too hard to be clever, and the demand on the team is upsetting the flow, says Geeks. Yeah, I think he's overthinking at the moment. Ange has done a great job since taking over at the reins, especially considering the loss of their talent. Well, yeah, I get what you're saying there, and I did say that I think once Ange took over from Tottenham, Kane would be sold because it doesn't suit Ange's football. So it was kind of predictable, to be honest. However, a great win, 5 to 3 points, will move forward. Exactly, Geeks. Best way of looking at it. Last season, Arsenal lost to Everton away. Oh, don't remind us, Bart. And those they didn't have enough steel and physicality. That was Sean Dyche's first game as well. Last season, just horrible. That was a horrible performance from us as well last season, but we can't be doing that again. But Daymos, Brenny, thank you ever so much for joining me.
Thank you.
I'm going to let Daymos go first. Where can people find you, Daymos?
You can find me on Twitter with this name, and you'll see a YouTube coming soon with Brendan. So we're going to be going through a lot of creative things, breaking down the team, but it's going to be visually stunning. So yeah, look out for us.
Brilliant stuff. And Brenny, where can I find you, my friend?
On Twitter, you can find me, and Instagram. Oh, and of course on here, on the Armoury.
Go. Thank you very much, Geeks. Appreciate your love as always. I will be back at some point this week to do a post-mortem on the transfer window and talk a little bit more about Havertz and the whole situation with him. Like I said, it wasn't a plan. It was Arteta decided he wanted him. It then ruined the plan. So we'll talk about it in more detail this week. And then it's going to be 2 weeks until you see the Arsenal playing again. But we will do stuff. I promise there will still be shows coming out. So, guys, take care. Thank you ever so much for watching. Speak to you all very soon. Bye-bye.
That's right.